Tesla refuses over $6 million in funding from California to build superchargers in the state. Tesla refused $6.4 million in funding to build 4 large supercharger stations in California, which would offer 428 stalls. The state's requirements for payment system integration do not match Tesla's more streamlined way of working. Tesla could have received $6.4 million from California to build superchargers in the state. Funding was offered through the California Energy Commission's Clean Transportation Program Rural Electric Vehicle Charging Program. Tesla was going to build 4 large supercharger stations, with a total of 428 stalls. One of the charging stations, at Coalinga, was designed with 164 stalls, which would make it the largest in the world. In addition, there were to be 2 supercharger stations of 100 stalls at Willows and Barstow, and 1 at Baker with 64 stalls. However, Tesla's plans have changed. Drive Tesla has learned that the company has told officials it will no longer accept funding from California. In a letter from Tesla's policy and business development lead in California, Jennifer Cohen, it was explained that the program's unnecessarily cumbersome payment infrastructure requirements caused them to refuse. The California Clean Energy Commission (CEC) has been a great visionary in the expansion of electric vehicle EV charging infrastructure in California. Unfortunately, due to unnecessarily cumbersome payment infrastructure requirements, we are unable to utilize this award. At the moment, all Tesla superchargers work through the Tesla app, allowing owners to pay through their accounts. This is a very simple and easy payment method, which significantly increases the satisfaction of using the service. In addition, by not using screens on their charge piles, Tesla avoids the additional cost of manufacturing and maintaining a complicated design, as the screens often fail. However, under the program, California required that charging operators must have multiple point-of-sale methods, including credit or debit cards, in addition to mobile app payments, which included adding screens to the charging piles. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. My take: there must have been some strings attached to the offer that Tesla did not like. Tesla's factory in Fremont undergoes constant and momentous upgrades. With 2 new factories ramping up production, Tesla's export hub in China cranking out cars, and plans underway for a new factory in Mexico sooner rather than later, the U.S. EV maker's original factory in Fremont, California, may often get overlooked. However, upgrades are underway and new equipment seems to be coming in almost constantly. Up until relatively recently, Tesla only relied on the lone factory in Fremont to produce EVs for markets across the globe. Now that Giga Texas and Giga Berlin are open and successfully ramping up, it's time for Tesla to push forward with more upgrades at its California factory. A newly refreshed Model 3 Highland project is in the works and has been for some time. Tesla doesn't currently build the Model 3 in all of its factories, and camouflaged copies of the new Model 3 have been spotted near the Fremont factory. More recently, we learned Tesla may also be updating the Model Y, which it builds in all of its factories across the globe. However, the potential Juniper project may end up being less substantial than the Highland project. At any rate, near constant filings, along with the fact that physical work is nearly continuously underway at the Tesla Fremont factory, suggest that progress is imminent. In addition to repairing and upgrading manufacturing lines, Tesla is bringing in new machines and adding other related equipment inside the factory and in its permanent sprung structures. The upgrades are in preparation for the upcoming refreshed Model 3, and it's likely they'll also have an impact on the changes to the Model Y. Moreover, Tesla is also working on an area for Cybertruck battery production on the factory's second floor. Filings discovered by Teslarati show that Tesla has made many improvements to its Fremont production lines, some of which include new installations and updated tools. The filings list such assembly line upgrades that occurred on 5 different days near the end of February and the beginning of March 2023. More recently, on March 9 and 10, Tesla installed new ground rollers and lifter tools at the plant. Tesla has also been working on new automated quality control equipment, which should help it produce vehicles with more consistent build quality and fit and finish. As more compelling rivals come to market, especially those from tried and true legacy brands, Tesla stands to be scrutinized even more heavily over the quality of its EVs. Source: reposted and summarized from Stephen Loveday at IIHS. My take: Tesla's rate of innovation is the best in the car industry. Tesla's SUVs fared well in new IIHS crash test. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, IIHS, rear passenger protection falls short in most midsize SUVs. While the vehicles may offer excellent protection for the driver, that's not the case with people in the back seat. However, the Ford Mustang Mach-E and Tesla Model Y are among a short list of exceptions. As you may know, the IIHS updates its crash tests and requirements, along with adding new tests periodically. The organization just recently tested a number of midsize SUVs and shared the details and results in the video above. IIHS President David Harkey shares: all these vehicles provide excellent protection for the driver, but only a handful extend that level of safety to the back seat. The crash test is an update of the IIHS Moderate Overlap Front Crash Test. The update adds a rear crash test dummy behind the driver's seat to see how well the second-row passenger is protected during the front crash evaluation. Only 4 of the 13 midsize SUVs tested were able to secure a top rating from the IIHS. In addition to the Model Y and Mustang Mach-E, the Ford Explorer and Subaru Ascent also earned the top rating of good for the new test. Meanwhile, 3 SUVs earned the second lowest marginal rating and 6 received a poor. IIHS senior research engineer Marcy Edwards said, "Zeroing in on weaknesses in rear seat safety is an opportunity to make big gains in a short time, since solutions that are already proven to work in the front can successfully be adapted for the rear." The 4 good ratings in this round of testing show that some automakers are already doing it. It's also important to note that the Mustang Mach-E was the only SUV tested that earned the top ratings across all 11 categories of the new test. Meanwhile, the Model Y got the top score in 10 of the 11 categories. The Tesla earned the second-best rating of acceptable in the rear passenger restraints and kinetics category because the rear dummy's head approached the front seat back, which increases the risk of head injuries. The 2023 Mustang Mach-E is considered a 2022 top safety pick by the IIHS. It earned the top rating in every category, aside from seatbelts and child restraints, in which it earned the second-best rating of acceptable. However, marginal headlights on some trims kept it from getting the coveted top safety pick designation. The 2023 Tesla Model Y is designated by the IIHS as a 2023 top safety pick. It earned the same acceptable rating as the Mach-E for its seatbelts and child restraints, but all trims have headlights that are either considered good or acceptable. Source: reposted and summarized from Stephen Loveday at IIHS. My take: if you want the safest car on the road, get a Tesla. Tesla FSD Beta V11 wide release gets update from Elon Musk. Tesla owners who purchased the full self-driving suite will only have to wait a few more days before they receive FSD Beta V11, based on Elon Musk's recent post on Twitter. Tesla FSD Beta V11.3.1 has been received well by the company's veteran testers since it started its release. Even FSD Beta users who have proven very strict with the system's capabilities have noted that V11.3.1 is a notable improvement from previous iterations. So far, however, FSD Beta V11.3.1 is yet to see a full release to consumers. During a recent interaction on Twitter, Elon Musk was asked for an update on FSD Beta's rollout. Musk responded that this weekend, V11 should see a wide release. This bodes well for the approximately 400,000 users who bought FSD in the United States and Canada, where the program is currently active. V11 starts going wide this weekend. Elon Musk, March 15, 2023. Tesla's V11 release has been a long time coming. But while Tesla employees have had access to V11 since late last year, the rollout of the single-stack system was extended to non-Tesla employees only earlier this month. This allowed longtime FSD beta testers to share videos of the system in action. A good number of the clips that have been shared showcasing V11.3.1's capabilities are impressive, with some users even noting that the system now drives better than a capable human driver in some situations. Longtime users further praised FSD Beta V11.3.1's performance on the highway, which is reportedly superior to the abilities of Navigate on autopilot. FSD Beta's abilities are reportedly quite a step up compared to previous updates in inner-city streets as well. Tesla rolls out FSD Beta 11.3.1 for wide release. As per Tesla's release notes, the most substantial change implemented in V11 is its utilization of a single software stack for highway and inner-city driving. This change allows Tesla to replace its aging highway stack, which still relies on several single-camera and single-frame networks. Enabled FSD Beta on highway. This unifies the vision and planning stack on and off highway and replaces the legacy highway stack, which is over 4 years old. The legacy highway stack still relies on several single-camera and single-frame networks, and was set up to handle simple lane-specific maneuvers. FSD Beta's multi-camera video networks and next-gen planner, that allows for more complex agent interactions with less reliance on lanes, make way for adding more intelligent behaviors, smoother control and better decision-making. The V11 release notes read. Source. Reposted and summarized from Maria Morano at Teslarati. My take. Tesla's FSD is getting closer and closer to being mission complete.